Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Writes DFW. I'm your host, Raven Jordan, and I'm here with a special guest today. I'm here with the founder and president of the Black Academy of Arts and Letters, Mr. Curtis King.
Yeah.
So, I know you're looking forward to this year's Riverfront Jazz Festival. Can you tell me a little bit about what you're most looking forward to with the performers?
I'm just glad that this is our 50th anniversary season that we're about to kick off. Mm-hmm. And who best to kick it off than the great Gladys Knight. I'm excited about all the artists that are performing. So we have something, I think, for everybody. Samara Joe is a fabulous jazz singer. Mm-hmm. And then you have Jamal Roberts, who's an American Idol winner, because everybody like King George. You got Rose Royce, you got Marion Meadows, Keiko Masui, Karen Briggs, an incredible violinist. You got artists that live here in the area, 8 trombones of the Southwest, 5 divas, 1 dude. And then there's a really big piece that's Sunday morning. It's a piece as a tribute to healing, remembrance of healing, reconciliation, and peace. So we're excited about that. I'm just really excited. And I'm excited because it's happening in Dallas, in Fair Park, even though this is a temporary location for us, but downtown is where our permanent location is. So people got to come to this festival. Yeah. It's going to be the bomb. You got food vendors from all over the country. You're going to be there, I know. You know, you say, yeah, right, yeah.
I will be there. Got a rep.
Yeah, that's right. And so I'm just really excited. I'm excited that I'm able to sit back and see this in retrospect from this little black kid from the South who had a dream, goal, ideas, and followed in the footsteps of my mentor, the great Margaret Walker. And so I'm really excited about that.
Okay. Yeah, so I know you started the festival in 2017. Did you envision it would evolve to this level all those years ago?
Yeah, absolutely. I did. Because the thing about it is that I really was supposed to have done the festival before then. There was a friend of mine in D.C., Reuben Hubbard, kept inviting myself and another friend of mine, Gwen Hargrove, who passed away. Mm-hmm. He kept saying to us, you all should come to the festival. You should come to the festival. So she passed away. So I took him up on the offer, and I went to, it was the Capitol Jazz Festival. Okay. Then I went to, in Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, I went to that festival. So I've been to a number of the festivals around the country. And so I said, okay, jazz festivals are very popular. So what I want to do is start something in Dallas. So literally about 15, 16 years ago is when the idea first started. And Visit Dallas came to me and asked me, said, why don't you do something for Labor Day weekend? And so I said, I have an idea, and I pitched the idea to Visit Dallas people, and they bought into the idea, and so the rest is history.
Oh. And what would you say is the main theme for this year?
Main theme?
Yes.
I just think excitement, you know, joy. You know, we're living in a time in the country, in the world, it's so much going on. And some festivals have actually been canceled. A lot of performances have been canceled because the reality is that we really are living in a really strange kind of time where people just don't have a lot of money. And so what we try to do is keep our tickets affordable price. We ran a $50 special for at least a month to let people know we want you to come. And so when the gas is very expensive, because there are people that have been to the festival every year, but called me and said, Curtis, we want to be there, but the reality is we just can't afford those high-priced airline tickets. Yeah. You know, where somebody been used to paying $200, $300 for an airline ticket, now they talking about $700, $800 for a ticket, so people can't afford that. So, I mean, we're having to deal with a lot of that.
Okay. And I know it can be hard to choose favorites and everything, but do you have a favorite performer this year?
Every last one of them favorites, because I selected them. So they're favorite selected artists.
Okay.
You know, because they all bring something very different. See, some people say, well, you know, you got R&B, you got pop, you got blues, It's not a jazz festival. And this is my definition. Black music came out of the same womb of the black experience. Be it blues, jazz, hip hop, gospel, R&B, all of it's the same. It's birthed from us.
Yeah.
And it's because it's birthed from us, we can say this is a different genre, it's that particular genre, but for me it's all the same.
Okay. And what do you hope visitors take away from the festival this year?
Whatever they want to take away.
Okay.
If you take joy, you get joy. If you bring joy, you get joy. It's hard to say what I want somebody to take away from. We're doing it. What do I feel that we should give to it is great music, present great artists, great people who are going to be attended, good food, good conversation, good dialogue, in a place together where we're not mourning somebody's passing or mourning because somebody's killed somebody. It's just to really have a good time. And this whole ground out here, I've already had the grounds blessed because in the Bible it says, when you bless the grounds, those grounds will be holy grounds. So every person who walks on these grounds during the festival will be walking on holy grounds. So I want people to take this joy, this energy, this excitement, and then for the volunteer meeting, we've been averaging almost 100 volunteers for the meeting.
Yeah.
And when I walk in, I'm all pumped up, I'm excited. It's just I just want it to be something that we can celebrate. Because I know I won't be here 50 years from now, but I do want people to remember, even though I'm not here in the flesh, but my spirit will always be present.
Yeah, that ancestral tone.
Oh,
in the
absolutely.
background.
I believe in them ancestors now. Yeah.
It's powerful. And I know the festival tends to draw guests from around the world consistently. Why do you think people are catching flights all over for this event?
I think because they like the artists, particularly. I think people go to festivals because they like artists. And even though it's an artist that may have seen, but it's an artist in combination with other artists. So that's what makes it beautiful, because it's like a gumbo, a musical gumbo. I think the artists, I think people go to festivals because they've never been to a city before. Or if they've been to a city before, it's a city that people like. Dallas is an amazingly beautiful city. So I think that's a part of it. And I think that people look for vacation. They look for places to go that they want a vacation, short vacation.
Yeah.
I think the other thing is Labor Day weekend. So, what people going to do? So what a better way to labor than to come to Dallas. Labor to labor,
Okay. And what would be your proudest accomplishment or part of the festival thus far?
I just the mere fact that we're able to pull it off, and pull it off at a level and a scale that most people have not been able to do. And I don't want to say that in an egotistical or an arrogant way, but I just think to be able to pull it off at this time, in this country, with this economy, I think it's amazing.
Okay.
I do.
And with the festival having moved from the convention center with construction and everything to Fair Park, how do you think the atmosphere is kind of different compared to previous years?
I think last year was rough. This year's better. And I think because the Park and Recreation Department has taken the festival, has taken the Fair Park grounds over, it's a lot better. It's taken a minute for them to be able to get it back organized in a certain place. But I think with the city taking the parks back over again, it's really helping a lot. Last year was very rough. Because it was privately run by a company, and they didn't do a very good job, in my opinion, to be able to keep up with the pace and keeping up with the activities. Because the park stays busy. This is what State Fair of Texas is.
Yeah.
So you have that going on. You have Cotton Bowl projects. You have the Prairie View Grambling Alumni Association.
Right.
So you got a lot of stuff going on out here.
Yeah. What were some of the challenges you had last year?
I think because one, the city had severed its ties with the private company that was running the park, and we were caught in the middle. So that was a challenge. I mean, it was a big challenge. This year, again, I think it's different because at least we've been here for a year, and so now we've kind of gotten the lay of the land. Even though I keep telling people it's not a permanent space, it's just temporary.
Yeah. Okay. And I know you mentioned that there's a variety of musical genres at the festival, including R&B, pop, and everything. And I know you might have some people who are kind of controversial a little bit. So
You mean like Brian McKnight?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, but people always have something to say. And people are always controversial when they disagree with something that someone has said or someone has done. And we had pushback about 2 years ago, and we had booked him, but we canceled. But we had a lot of people that wanted to see him. And so we booked him again. And people still saying what they say.
Right.
But at the end of the day, first of all, I tell people, I don't know anything about this man's personal business. I'm a director and producer. He hasn't killed anyone. And since I don't know about his personal business, it's not my business to know about his personal business. Okay. Because I have enough personal business of my own that I need to be trying to deal with. So people like him, they like his music, and people are coming to see him, and people who are doing the most talk are the ones that haven't purchased a ticket. So they don't matter to me anyway. Okay. Now, it'd be different if the man had killed someone or done things like that, but it's all personal about his family or whatever it is. I don't even know, and I really don't care, quite frankly. Because when you get on social media, people just say anything just to have a viral moment.
Yeah.
And I just started saying, like, what is this about? What is it that we have become so treacherous and talk about each other and put all this stuff out there and say things about people with stuff that they don't even know? I have never seen so many humans have an opinion about something that they don't know nothing about. But you got an opinion. What they say, opinions tools to build monuments of nothing. I don't even care.
Right.
I listen to stuff and I listen to it's some ridiculous stuff out here. So whatever they feel or whatever they think is what they feel, what they think.
Yeah.
Buy a ticket if you want to.
Yeah.
If you don't, I'm cool with that too.
Okay.
Because there will be people coming.
Right. All right. And that being said, I know that you like to highlight local artists as well. So what is the importance of giving local artists who don't get as much recognition a platform to kind of reach a different audience?
Well, I said I have two things about, quote, local artists. We have Dallas-based artists, and we have local artists.
Oh.
Now, of course, everybody's not as big as an Erykah Badu, but you don't see Erykah Badu as she's not a local artist. She's an international star.
Yeah. Who happens to be from Dallas.
Who happen to be from Dallas, who still happen to live in Dallas, who still promotes Dallas. There are a lot of great artists that live in this city. These artists live in this city and they travel all over the world doing stuff. They're not local. Now, there are some people, and I look at a person who lives here and they perform and do things here, but they don't work at creating the level of quality and the standards to call themselves something as a Dallas-based artist. I live in Dallas, but I'm not local. I'm all over the planet.
Yeah.
And people say, oh, nobody, if I say that I am, I am. I am that I am.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just don't buy into all that because that's why I don't do a lot of the social media stuff, even though it's very important. And when social media is used in a way that informs people and we can use it to make money and things like that, I think it's great. AI, the same way. But when people use platforms on social media to put people down and to berate them, that's just not good for me.
Right.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah. But I like more so uplifting people.
Yeah.
That's like the key.
I mean, social media is great. It's a great platform. It's just so many great things.
It has like a double-edged
Yeah,
sword.
yeah. But I mean, sometimes it pops up on my feed, and the stuff that people say about people and the stuff that they do is it's horrible. It's horrible. Because I'll block them at the drop of a dime. You know, block, you know,
Block this
clock
long.
that, right? You know, I mean, come on. I just think that we're better humans than that. You know, as a human, I think that we are better to, why is it that we have to be little or treat people in a way to make them feel a certain way about themselves? It just, to me, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. And what I hope people get from the festival when they come, that the moment they come through these gates, they just already energized, that they just feel the spirit. It's almost like a volcano or a hurricane or a tornado or earthquake. When you get here, everything is moving and vibing. That's what I want people to feel.
Okay.
You know, like it's like a big, you know, human revival. You know, that's what I see. It's this human revival, and the chorus and the choir and the conductors and everybody is singing to the people, and the people are enjoying it.
Okay.
We have a fireworks show after Miss Night goes off. Then we're gonna watch the fireworks show, and then we'll have a second line from the grounds of the fireworks show to the Women's Museum here. And when they get here for the opening night, the whole building will be open, and people just gonna have a great time.
Yeah.
We have a DJ and then bars, and people just gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's like full of events to
Oh
pack
yeah,
the Labor Day weekend.
yeah. You better come. We're gonna rock.
You all right?
Rock steady, baby. Let's call this party what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is.
Hey. Throw that.
All right, Rita, we got you.
And speaking of that energy that you want the guests to take away, of course they'd also carry that over to the hotel after party. So what do you think is the best part about the after party?
The after party is you know, you have Martha Burks, who's been there for 8-9 years long. We've been doing the festival. She's at the Omni Hotel. Not the Omni, she's at the Aloft. And then one of my mentees, Kay Wood, she's at the Omni Hotel. And then another fabulous artist, Candy Blue, she's at the Marriott. You know, so I mean, when we first did the festival, the first year we had 7 hotel after parties.
Whoa!
People were flocking, but we had at least 1,000, 2,000 people that came from outside of the city too. So this past year, because we pay for the artists because they are part of the festival to perform in those after parties, but our budget just got really tight this year, and we weren't able to book as many artists and put them in the hotels. But we were good.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. So, above everything else, what would you say is the main or one takeaway out of everything else? One takeaway you'd say the visitors need to know before attending or during their attendance? Just one thing.
I think the takeaway should be, this is an institution that managed to survive 30 years and still worked to create the highest level of excellence that's possible, in spite of all of the disappointments and the obstacles, is that we were able to be victorious.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's a wrap.